Oh, the winter season, where Santa comes ho-ho-hoing and delivering gifts. And what does he leave us under the tree? Why, would you look at that? A new lineup of anime for winter season 2023. So go ahead, unwrap your gift, grab some coffee, some hot cocoa, or your favorite beverage, because we're going to be getting into the 10 brand new anime that you should watch for winter season 2023. As a heads up, there'll be no returning anime on this list, so sadly any season 2s, core 2s, or season 3s of any returning anime won't be here. All brand new anime is what we have on the list, and this list of 10 anime are amazing, and we all should watch it in 2023. So go ahead and leave us a gift and hit subscribe, and in no particular order, let's get started. At number 1, we have Tomochon. Imagine being friends with someone for so long that they barely even see you as a gender, a person, or let alone someone of the opposite sex. Imagine you confess your love to them and they give you a noogie. Yeah, I'm talking a big old pat on the head. Well, that's what our girl Tomochon has to deal with when she tries to convince Junichiro that she is absolutely and madly in love with him. Will he return her feelings, or will he deny her yet again? Let's find out. Imagine being so young and so powerful that you almost single-handedly win a war for a nation. Well, what do you do after that? Well, obviously, you go into hiding. But what happens after a few years have passed? Well, Ray White, our protagonist of the story, the Ice Blade sorcerer shall rule the world, has found out that you simply get bored. So while you're still young, what are you to do? Well, you go enroll at Magic Academy, and you find priceless friends, but because you are so powerful, you're bound to find problems. That's right, Ray is going to have to deal with friendship and hardship. At our number 3 anime, we have one of those anime that shows us love simply does work in mysterious ways. We have our main character Amani, who is an average guy and a self-admitted slob. But love still finds even people like that. And that's right, we have Mahiru, who is basically the most popular girl in school, and some even call her an angel. Well, this is going to be a story on how two people who should never interact fall in love in The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten. Our number 4 anime, the reincarnation of the strongest exorcist in another world, really gives us a story of what happens to a person when they are simply too strong. Well, what ends up happening? Well, what ends up happening is the fact that they are feared. So we have Hiroshi Kuga, who is an unrivaled genius and is one day betrayed by the very court that he worked for before. And before he dies, he uses a secret reincarnation technique and reincarnates himself sometime in the future. This time, he will not be betrayed and he will not be dumb. He's going to live a cunning life just the way he wants. So at our number 5 anime, this is one I've had my eye on for some time, and that is Spy Classroom. This is a very unique anime with a twist. Instead of nations sending out missiles and nukes, they end up sending out secret operatives instead, who get trained in a spy classroom. And our main character, Lily, is one of them, but she is bound to fail. But before she does, she joins a mysterious team. But little does she know, before joining this team, it's filled with even more failures and losers. Well, they now get to struggle together, but they do have a genius instructor. And together, they're going to figure out how to pass and figure out the purpose and secret behind this secret classroom in Spy Classroom. Our number 6 anime entry is one I had actually written off based on the PV. But everybody in my What to Watch video said this one is a must watch. So guess what your boy is doing? That's right, I'm watching it, because that's what you guys want. Well, in this one, we have the magical revolution of the reincarnated princess and the genius lady. Give me a second, let me catch my breath after that one. This anime essentially follows somebody who looked up to somebody else, who then got stripped of all of her noble titles. To help said person, that they looked up to, our character Anisphithia, which I messed up, I'm sure I messed up her name, she concocts a plan to help the person stripped of her titles. I'm gonna mess this up too, but get ready. This person's name was Euphilia. And to give her back her good name, she is going to begin living together with her. And by doing so, they're going to change the fate of not only their futures, but the fate of the world. So strap in, because you guys said this should be a good time. So I'm putting my trust in you. Let's find out together. At number 7, this one's been on my list of things to watch for a while. I think we can all say we've at least tried or maybe planned on playing an Otome game at some point in our lives. Well, in this one, imagine if the characters in said Otome game could hear you. That's exactly what happens to Endo and Kobayashi when they decide to play a game called Magical Romance. They're not only going to change the fate of the characters based on how they were written, but they're going to completely turn this world upside down by the characters of the game thinking they are gods. This is set to be hilarious and amazing at the same time. I cannot wait to watch Endo and Kobayashi live. Being in my 30s myself, this anime I can relate to heavily, but one thing I cannot relate to is the crazy story of this anime, which takes our character Dariel, who's been working for the Demon King for quite some time. But little did he know, while in the Demon King's army, he was not a demon himself. He was actually a human. He finds this out one day when he's fired for being weak and pathetic. But when he's found in a human village, he will find out that he's not useless and he's not pathetic, but he's actually human and absolutely amazing. Now with his natural skills and power, he's going to help this village. I cannot wait myself to watch chillin' in my 30s after getting fired from the Demon King's army. Imagine when life has just gone to crap and someone just shows up and hands you an ability called the World Jumping ability. And this ability allows you to go between the world you're in and another. Well, that's exactly what happens to our main character, Mitsuha, who is an 18-year-old girl who's lost all of her family and is about to fail out of university. Well, when everything goes awry, she's given this world jumping ability, and now she has a plan to go back and forth and save up 2 billion yen so she can plan for her future. I cannot wait to watch and see what this silly anime has in store for us in saving 80,000 gold in another world for my retirement. And our last anime on the list! I think we can all sympathize with, or at some point in our lives, we have all felt invisible to somebody, or maybe even to everyone. That's exactly what happens to our main character, Junta Shirashi. Alright, I messed that up. We're gonna try again. Junta Shirashi. Probably messed that up again. Junta Shirashi, who has one goal entering school: to have a youthful experience. And he wants to live it to the fullest. But being unable to do that because everybody doesn't even see him, he has no idea what to do. So he begins to think about normal things like skipping class and just disappearing. But before he can do any of that, he meets Nagisa Kubo, who is a person who does pay attention to him and doesn't ever leave him alone. She continues to tease him, turning Junta's quiet life, being invisible, upside down. Because now, she won't let him be invisible. And my friends, that is our 10 anime to watch this season. Make sure you hit and slap the like button and subscribe. And tell me which anime is your favorite from the list. And tell me which one you cannot wait to watch. Also, did I miss anything? If I did, go ahead and leave a comment down below which one I missed and why I and they and you should watch it. That's our winter 2023 list. I will see all you nerds during the winter. Peace out.